sort of and disentangle this new government, which was part of the previous government for 10 years, right?
No, that's not accurate.
At what point? Yeah, no.
One person. Okay, fine. Let's go ahead.
Yes. At what point do you disentangle them from the governance, and then when we created this sort of new special purpose vehicle, which is UDA, which is sort of a breakaway of Jubilee, which was TNA and KANU and sort of things. At what point do we say that these are entirely new people, my question? New people who had no idea what was happening in the state of affairs.
James,
at what point do we disentangle that?
James, we must isolate it because every election period, contest, defines a new administration. Regardless of whether you're in the previous one and you are transiting into the new one as a person or a horde of people who are in the previous administration, these people came into office with a clear agenda, a manifesto, promises, and all these things.
So they knew nothing about what was happening before?
No. The knowing, they may know. Of course, they knew. I mean, they knew. But, you know, I always tell people, it is dishonest to say that because William Ruto was part of the last administration, he cannot feign knowledge of having been part of the scenes, omissions, and commissions of the last administration. True, he was there, but in name, we know it for the last 3 years or so, he had been marginalized. I mean, we are in this country. The assumption should be, I mean, it's dishonest to go that.
I want to come to this.
But that's very controversial.
David,
I know people hang on to that.
David, I want to come to it. We'll all have time to get to this.
Yes.
Eden Duale, William Ruto, the big guys who are running UDA today, told us that the SGR project, okay, the one that we've taken the loans, that we are burdened with today, is not only a fantastic project, but it will be paid for within the shortest time possible. It will pay for itself, all right? Today, they're saying completely opposite. They're saying that project was a bad project, to badly designed, and money was stolen. So I'm asking a simple question. At what point do we disentangle these two double speak and say, then I was working for someone else and now I'm working for myself? Is that a fair question?
It is a fair question. It's a fair question.
Hang on.
This is the dishonesty, double speak, tancotism, if I may call it,
to be honest,
of politicians.
This country, Kabando here was saying that we need to deal with corruption and something else. Impunity. I don't think that's the problem.
No?
The problem in this country is we need to deal with a lie that is called Project Kenya. There's a problem here. This country has lived a lie since 1963. We don't know who are the right Mau-Maus, the correct ones. We have never addressed 1982. We have never addressed 207. There is nothing. This country called Kenya, it's neither here nor there. You can't hold it and say, there's something called Kenya and this is home. As you were saying, and I think you're right, that as much as we have new institutions coming in, new administrations coming in, the political class is still the same. Same old people. But I agree with you. Do we give a chance to the current administration to settle down and deliver? I think it's important. But is there a time in this country when you say, now we have to stop politicking and let's develop? No. There's no time.
There's nothing to politic.
There's nothing. There's nothing.
Politics.
Yeah, people will politic. This country is built on politics.
Politics
if it's not
continue.
Working, then
it is the format. It is the form it takes.
Yeah. I want to state that there is also hypocrisy in the Ruto Gachagua administration. We have addressed the question of Uhuru, and we have done it in perspective and in context. These people who are talking at that, there's no money in the treasury. Do you know how much money that they are getting reallocated to the office of the deputy president? We have seen billions being escalated in the State House budget. We have seen in the Prime Minister's office, Musalia's office being taken. Yet we are saying there is no money for bursaries, there is no money for universal health care. We are seeing us being forced to housing taxation and all that. I was in the parliament when the SGR was being proposed. The likes of Duale have no moral authority whatsoever. I can tell you there was corruption in SGR.
True.
It involved Uhuru as a president. We have spoken about that before. It involved Ruto as a deputy president. I was in corridors of parliament when MPs from URP would complain, oh, you people, you are not allowing us to get a bigger chunk. You took 300 million, we took 100 million and all that. These things. I was in parliament when you remember when I led a delegation of parliamentarians to walk out on the CS treasury and the Solicitor General and the PS Treasury over Eurobond, if you remember, at Pan-Africa Hotel. Those people are opposed to that. We have more than 200 MPs who say no. You remember the National Youth Service scandal that implicated some people in Ruto's office, in Uhuru's family. So the problem is hypocrisy, where we want to say, since now Uhuru has exited the State House, we want to blame everything on handshake, Raila Odinga and Uhuru Kenyatta. The burden of corruption and impunity equally goes to Ruto as it goes to Uhuru Kenyatta. But now that Ruto is our legitimate president, he needs to stop the lamentations. In the Bible, there's a book called the Book of Lamentations. They are rewriting it very eloquently through my good neighbor, Rigathi Gachagua. You cannot spend
Son of Mamau.
Son of Mamau, where? Read Mokami Kema, there's a book on Mau, page 200.
I mean, Kamano, to be honest, we need to be educated about this.
So let me finish by saying this.
Yeah.
Statecraft and being a statesman requires moderation and acceptance to temper your pronouncement. The bitterness and the noises that are coming from the majority leaders, from the Senate, from the National Assembly, from the Deputy President, from the President itself, exhibit immaturity and insecurity. And I urge William Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua to now stop making noises, to even stop those roadside decrees about moving some functions from National Land Commission to the Ministry of Lands, and promising this water project, that hospital had $1 million without parliamentary approvals, when you know budget now in the new Kenya, in the new down, in the new dispensation, require institutional approvals and processes, including public hearing. So, yes, Uhuru, leave the scene, go to political oblivion. But yes, William Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua, style up.
Okay.